Okay guys, so a little bit of update on Richard's Tmaxx. We got it to run. We changed out the weird plastic exhaust. Thank you again to JP's RC. It needs a little bit of tuning still. This truck came from 6,500 feet above sea level. I'm at sea level. JP's at 6,500 feet, so it takes a little dialing in. Other than that, running really good. So I keep getting the question of, we've seen or heard you adding oil to your fuel. What does it mean? Why? Okay, so this I've mentioned many times before. You guys can screenshot that or pause or whatever. So this stuff here is clear. It has no color. It smells amazing when it burns. And what I do is I add it to this stuff here, which is 25% nitro, 9% oil. So with Tmaxx engines, the extra castor oil, the film strength in it helps things to last longer, especially connecting rods. So people go, well, how much do I go by 2% per gallon? Right there. So if you're wondering, it's 2.56 fluid ounces into milliliters is 75.708 milliliters. That will bump your oil content by 2% in 1 US gallon, which is, what is it here? I think it's 3.78, something like that. Anyway, so I usually try to buy my fuel around 8% oil and then bump it to 10. Like I said, you don't have to. It's just something I've always done. And especially, like I said, with Tmaxx engines, or, well, any engine, like they said, the film strength added by this just makes things last a little bit longer. It smells incredibly good. It smokes a little bit more, which I'm fine with. I like to see it. So, but everyone keeps asking, and this is what I use. You can use Klotz too. Klotz is excellent. It's designed for glow engines, so is this. But Klotz will change that to a different color. So some people don't want that. Or if you have a fuel that's, say, like a VP product where it is clear, kind of like that bottle down there, you could add a little bit of Klotz to it, which will turn it pink. That's if you want. You don't have to. It's just something I do. And I know a lot of people keep asking about it in the comments, and I've tried to respond to everybody. So I thought, okay, let's just make a video and put that out there. So that's what I do. If anyone's never ran Sidewinder fuel before, it's excellent. And I'm not adding more oil because it's not good fuel. That's not the purpose. It's just a little bit more. Like I said, the film strength, the castor oil is what helps these things live. But as you can hear, it runs really good. And it's nice and greasy. Someone was asking me, oh, well, what about Tmaxx's top fuel? That stuff's got too much oil. That's 18% for the 20% shit, and it's 20% oil for the 33%. It's basically just airplane fuel. It's low quality. It's really corrosive. It's just not good shit. So I mean, you know what I mean? It's just, yeah, like if that's all you can get, fine, run it. But yeah, and I've already explained about the whole 0% thing, so I do have a separate video about that. So all we're waiting on is, well, I don't know if I've given you guys an update about my Tmaxx. Hang on. Okay, so we're in my house, and here's my Tmaxx. It's all done. The front bulkhead is installed. Electronics are working. We got the Dynamite 19 in there with the OS 21 TM exhaust header and everything else. And the Rick Ritter banana pipe in it sounds excellent. It runs good. Oh yeah, vintage Honda. Sorry about that, bit of an ADD moment. Anyway, carrying on. So the only thing we're waiting on for Richard's Tmaxx is we're going to go with a new not battery box. Well, yeah, we're going to go with a new battery box that takes the, well, what is it? The new charge style cable. So basically you have one cable that goes to your receiver, one that goes to your battery pack, and you have an auxiliary charge port and a 1600 ml battery pack. So you just plug the truck in. There's no need to use AA's anymore, which, and where I live, are really expensive. They want like 14 bucks for 8 of them, and that doesn't last long. So especially when you're powering servos and shit. So we're just waiting on the battery, switch harness, battery box, and new receiver box, because this one is cracked and the screws are kind of buggered up in it, which I already knew about. And so that'll be around the 15th when all that stuff comes in. 15th, 16th of May, which is obviously this month. So you guys will see Richard's Tmaxx. You guys will see mine. Both the rustlers are good. Obviously, I put a brand new transmission in his. In his rustler there. My 2.5 is breaking in really nice. I'm running the same fuel. Actually, I'm running the 20%, the pink Sidewinder, with about 12% oil. It's bumped up with this stuff here, so it's kind of smoky and awesome, so that's what I'm doing. Don't run any more than 12% oil in anything. It's not necessary. It's ridiculous. All that basher fuel shit is just for people that don't know what they're buying, pretty much. They don't need it. And too much oil is just a smaller tuning window, and yeah, it's ridiculous. Anyway, someone was also asking, well, what if I have an old ABN sleeve engine, which I've mentioned before in other videos, and with that, you can take a fuel like this stuff here. The big cannon shells down there, check that out. You can take, again, this stuff here, and go and bump from, say, 8% oil to like 13, 12 or 13, and it'll be fine in your old ABN engines. Because like I said, castor oil's been used in model engines and racing for like 100 years. So, obviously it works. You can actually mix this stuff with your dirt bikes and chainsaws and whatever else you want, and it smells, like I said, freaking incredible when it burns. It is clear, so make sure you mark your containers. If you're going to make 0%, make sure you mark it. If you're going to make chainsaw gas or weed whacker gas, whatever, make sure you mark it, because there is no color. And the last thing I want to say, you broke my weed whacker. No, you broke it because you were stunned and you weren't paying attention. Okay? Okay. Anyways, so that's what's going on. A little bit of an update here. Anyways, guys, as always, thanks for watching. There will be more. The weather's getting better. And until then, guys, as always, keep on burning nitro. Oh yeah, OSLC3 glow plug in there, by the way. Later.